Hello everyone, today I'll be presenting about Nicolaus Copernicus and the Copernican Revolution. But before we start, let me introduce myself. I am Laika Mae Sibalon from BSEE-4A. Before we dive into our discussion, let me discuss the objective of this lesson. First, at the end of the lesson, we are able to explain the difference between the geocentric and heliocentric models. Second, value the Copernicus's courage in challenging old beliefs. And lastly, illustrate the heliocentric model through a simple diagram. So let's now go with the discussion. In ancient times, philosophers like Aristotle believed that planets move in perfect circles. Later, Claudius Ptolemy developed what's called the geocentric model. In this model, the Earth is at the center of the universe, and everything else like the sun, moon, planets, and stars revolves around it. This idea was so very powerful, not only scientists, but also the Catholic Church accepted it because it matched the belief that the humans and the earth were at the center of the creation. Now, take a look at the example of the geocentric model by Ptolemy. Now here comes Nicolaus Copernicus, a Polish mathematician and astronomer who lived from 1473 to 1543. He introduced something revolutionary, the heliocentric model. In his book on the revolutions of the heavenly spheres, published in 1543, he explained that the sun is actually at the center, not the earth. He said that the Earth spins on its axis and also orbits the Sun. Imagine how shocking that was at the time because it completely reversed what people had believed for centuries. Of course, not everyone accepted his idea right away. In fact, many strongly rejected it. The Catholic Church considered heliocentrism heretical because it contradicted religious teachings. People thought it was dangerous to even discuss it. So, Copernicus's ideas were banned and for so many years they were ignored. But still, his theory stayed alive, especially among scientists who wanted to test and study it further. Eventually, other scientists built upon Copernicus's work. For example, Johannes Kepler showed that planets actually move in ellipses, not perfect circles. And Galileo Galilei, using the newly invented telescope, found evidence that supported the heliocentric model, like seeing Jupiter's moons orbiting Jupiter, not Earth. Together, these discoveries marked the birth of modern astronomy and helped launch the scientific revolution. This was a huge turning point in history. People started shifting from faith-based explanations to evidence and observation. So to wrap up, the geocentric model dominated for more than 1,000 years, but Copernicus challenged that view with the heliocentric model, which eventually gave rise to modern science. His courage and ideas opened the door to discoveries by Kepler, Galileo, and many others. The Copernican revolution was more than a scientific theory, it was a turning point in human history.